Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Let me ask you a question. Which scenario you feel is more relatable or you feel like you could best relate to? You have to adapt to a new scenario or a new situation because of you have a family now, you have a loved one, or your environment just changed because you're in danger. Or you will stop at nothing to get your man and you won't let anything or anyone get in your way, no matter who you hurt. Or, no matter what you do, it seems like you will always be a disappointment no matter how hard you try when you feel like you're doing the right thing. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, I'm Real Cinematic. You know what time it is? Let's get real. So, everybody, on today's review, we're going to be talking about the movie Avatar 2, The Way of Water, starring Sam Worthington as Jake Sully, Zoe Saldana, who plays as Neytiri, Sigourney Weaver, who plays as Kiri, Kate Winslet, who plays as Renal, Cliff Curtis, who plays as Tonarari, Stephen Lang, who plays as Colonel Quadric, Jack Champion, who plays as Spider, Trinity Bliss, who plays as Tutori, I believe, yeah, we're practicing on that. Jamie Flatters, who plays as Netitum, Philip Jeljo, who plays as Anouk, Britton Dalton, who plays as Loak, Bailey Bliss, who plays as Tessiri, Edie Falco, who plays as General Ardmore, Joel David Moore, who plays as Norman Spellman, Jermaine Clement, who plays as Dr. Ian Garvin, and Brendan Colwell plays as Mick Scoresby, and many, many, many more. So, first off, I just want to say this movie was long, 13-year long overdue. But I completely understand because I did a little digging, and the fact that 60% of the movie was filmed in the water. So I could completely understand that James Cameron, which, by the way, he did a fantastic job with the sequel. Him trying to find the right equipment and the stuntmen and women for this movie to make sure it's perfect, because that's how much he not only was passionate about it, but he wanted to make sure that everyone was not only safe, but to be able to produce and act in a great movie. To give a quick summary of what happened in the first one, that way you can kind of understand what happened in the sequel. Sam Worthington, or Jake Sully, was a replacement, or I guess a fill-in for his twin brother Tommy, who died in the process of doing a new science project for this company called the Avatar. And basically it was your mind consciously going into an avatar body, which was a 9-foot tall blue person that was kind of moved around kind of like a monkey, so to speak, like a very tall Tarzan, I guess you could say. But towards the end or the middle of the movie, Jake realized that he was kind of on the wrong side because these people, the Na'vi, did nothing to them, to I guess humans, to be treated the way that they were, because the humans, the company that they worked for, was just trying to get this I guess you could say a new type of source or resource that was like it was worth like $20 million, $40 million per kilo. And so Jake finally realized that he was on the wrong team and basically flipped it on him and got their organization removed, and he was able to transfer his body to the actual avatar from the actual, to be a real Na'vi, so to speak. So in the sequel, Jake Sully is now a father, but also the leader of the tribe. And he realized that everything, I guess you could say, can only be good for so long until something goes wrong. So a new danger came about, and it was same company, different military, well, I guess same military, and same old bad guy. Colonel Quadric came back actually as an avatar, and what the company did was, as a safety measure, put his DNA or his consciousness or however, I guess his memories, saved it in an archive and put it in his own avatar, so he can come back and still take out Jake Sully. When Jake Sully realized that, not realizing that General Quadric was still, alive, but Jake realized that him and his family was in danger due to, him being a target. He went to the Water Tribe, which was, who was the chief was Terari and his wife Renal. And basically Jake and his family had to adapt to the new, I guess you could say, the way of this tribe. Now, Jake's tribe was strictly really authentic to the forest, where this tribe really focused on the water and being one with water and understanding like how water is in you and within out of you, and it's just very spiritual, just like the forest. And obviously in this movie it didn't happen, or it didn't go too long when, yes, General Quadric finally came about and finally revealed himself and came after him and his Jake and his family. But obviously, it didn't go too well, for General Quadric, because he thought he had the upper hand, but he didn't realize that Jake Sully. There's a reason why Jake Sully was bad to the bone. One of the toughest guys out there to try to kill. And then not to mention he had his wife Natiri. She was a force to be reckoned with as well. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the movies, the sequels. I apologize. The sequels to this. It has been confirmed that James Cameron is going to be making 3 more Avatars, which I'm really excited to see, because there was actually one person. When you Google the cast of Avatar, there's one person who did not show actually in the movie at all. I even waited for the after credit scenes and everything. It was actually Vin Diesel. Now, I think two things. Either they're going to use Vin Diesel as the new head of the military, or he's going to be the next tribe that's going to help Jake Sully out in the next movie to help take out General Quadric, to push back on the family. I believe that's what will happen next. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So I will say the one thing I really enjoyed about the movie was the fact that it gave each scenario, each problem, just enough screen time to where you were able to draw in to everybody's issues. Where you had his oldest son Jake Sully's oldest son trying to be the perfect soldier, his second child, or whether his other son just trying to do the best that he can to be the best son that he could be, because Jake Sully has such a big mantle, such a big name. Then you have Natiri, who's trying to adjust because she doesn't want to be a coward, but at the same time she really wants to protect her family. Then you have General Quadric, who's just trying to get his man no matter what. And then you had Spider, who is a human but wants to be a part of the Avatar or the Na'vi, but he still wouldn't be accepted, so to speak, because he was human, even though the Na'vi welcomed him in, but you still gonna always have that feeling. Or you have the Water Tribe, who have to now adjust to the fact that it's okay to trust outsiders from our tribe. They can be welcome if you give them a chance. And also you have Kiri, who is looking for, while she's so connected to Awa, which is the spirit or the mother or their god, and at their planet, and she not only is connected to the point where people look at her weird, but also she couldn't really realize what was her purpose. And also, which I think, spoilers, I think we'll find out who her father was in in the next one, in the third one, which because when there was a scene when she was trying to connect to her mother, Grace, Dr. Grace, and there was a split moment where she almost told her who her father was and basically where she came from, and she was pulled away because she was having seizures. I think this movie really was it was definitely a great way to come back from 13 years of long waiting and long overdue. Just James, let's not do another 13 years this time, okay? But I definitely appreciate the movie. I love the fact that it brought a new experience, but it still kept the same feeling as far as the vibrant colors. At nighttime everything glows, and how everything stays spiritual, and just the vibe still was the same, and it still drew you in. And I still watch Avatar 1 even now to this day, and I probably watch Avatar 2 a couple times. So I would definitely suggest, though, before you see Avatar 2, make sure you go see Avatar 1 so you don't feel like you missed out on anything. But I honestly am excited about this series, or this film franchise, so to speak. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Can't wait for it. Alright, everybody, this has been my review. I hope you all have enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you can be notified every time I post. Alright, everybody, until next time, peace.